any money bet, like, I just gotta start off right here. Any money bet, Android 17 is the next one to go. As I said, if you follow my reviews, I talked about in my episode review of Dragon Ball Super that 17 has done more than his fair share. He's put in his time. He's done everything that you could possibly do being at that caliber of a fighter. He's done it all, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, I would totally be fine, and I guess I want to start off asking you guys that question is, based on the preview that you see 17 is throwing down yet again, this time against the most strongest of the entire tournament, Jiren. He's going in again. Do you think that at this point 17 should continue on with this, you know, boss status, or he served his time, it's ready to go? Like, at this point, when Jiren, because as I stated in my review, so there's a couple things I want to go over so you guys can understand what I'm talking about, so I don't leave you guys that didn't watch my review in the dust or blanked out or whatever. I stated a lot of different things regarding Android 17 and his status and how much work he put in, and on top of the fact that, again, he's just been one of the dominant people of this tournament and whatnot. Like, you know, he put in work or whatever. So seeing in this preview for episode 127 of Dragon Ball Super, him fighting against Jiren, honestly, I'm ready to go. And another thing that I was talking about in my review again was the fact that it seems as though in order for this to continue being threatening, because we have so many people on our side, on Universe 7's side, we still have Frieza, even though he's battered and bruised. We got Frieza, we got 17, we have Vegeta, we have Goku. There's only one person in Universe 11. I think as these episodes and with this preview, we're gonna see a desperate Jiren, because if Jiren truly has a wish that he wants, and the manga hinted at it, and based on the latest episode where we saw for the first time a really big character break for Jiren, where he kind of changed up and no longer was just a silent badass, now he looks even a little bit sinister, to be honest with you. He gave me a sinister vibe in episode 126 or whatever. He's gonna get desperate, and he's gonna try to get as many of these people out as quickly as possible. And again, I'm gonna say 17 is going to be one of the first to go. He served his time, and also in comparison to the other fighters, he's the least important character on the field right now in terms of the overall arcing story. 17's, you know, plot line was just mainly about protecting his animals and shit like that, and okay, he's gonna do this so that he could protect people, whatever, but 17 doesn't really have a big stake in this anymore. I mean, he does, because everyone had a big stake, but as far as in comparison to the other ones, or just being a popular and important character, 17 doesn't match up to the other ones, let's be honest. Frieza's more popular, and again, I know some people say, but 17's been a badass, whatever, but in mainstream media and mainstream popularity, Frieza, Goku, Vegeta are definitely the top dogs, and obviously Jiren needs to be there because he's the final threat. So 17's going to be the next, and then I'm gonna follow by with saying Vegeta, and I've said that before, but I'm gonna say it again. I think Vegeta's next because, I mean, in the preview, we see that a battered and bruised Vegeta is also going in against Jiren. You see him blasting. It looks like he's trying to do another final flash or something, so he's continuing to go in. But also in the preview, you see Jiren just one after another knocking them down. So with a injured and battered Vegeta on top of that, he's gonna be quick to go. So I'm assuming that, honestly, within the next couple episodes, if they're gonna continue to make this threatening, a lot of people gotta go. So I'm assuming half of Universe 7 is going to be eliminated by the end of 127. If not 127, then definitely 128, because to be honest with you, I'm also predicting, I don't necessarily see it maybe in the entirety of episode 127, but at the very least at the end of 127 as a cliffhanger, or definitely 128, I'm predicting the final return of Goku's Ultra Instinct, because I think that that's going to be the nail in the coffin. Everyone has had their moments. 17 has had moments all throughout the tournament. Vegeta in episode 126 had his final moments. Goku, he's had his big moment, but they weren't the moments that, you know, ultimately are going to define like his final victory, because Goku took the L in the first fight against Jiren. He had a great fight against Kefla and he won, but I think because of Goku's importance and of course how badly Toei has shown that they really ride for Goku. Goku is MVP of this shit, so it looks like it's going to again continue down, and 127 is going to go as follows. A lot of the episode is going to be all of them trying to attack Jiren. Jiren is no longer going to play games. Obviously, again, in the preview, you see him knocking them down, blasting them down, 17 trying his hardest, but Jiren's not going to let up, and by the end of 127, I see a lot of these people being eliminated, and possibly 128, 129, it's going to be just a straight up slobber knocker of Goku versus Jiren and a big rematch. And I know this is a 127 breakdown, but 127 mostly showed just, again, the remaining contestants attacking Jiren, and all of them are already beat up. And you also got to think for a second, at the end of 126, we had 4 minutes remaining of the Tournament of Power. There are 5 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, remaining for Dragon Ball Super in its entirety. So there's 127, 128, 129, 130, and 131. If, based on what we've been doing thus far, continues as far as 1 minute per episode, because it seems to be the case, then we can assume that possibly 4 of these episodes are going to be 4 of these minutes, and then the final episode will be the return to Earth, and everybody, you know, celebrating and wishing everybody back, and all of the conclusion that they could possibly muster into the 5th and final episode of Dragon Ball Super. But I believe, again, that this entire episode 127 is going to cover 1 minute, maybe 17, or whoever's going to be eliminated next will be eliminated, and then possibly throughout the episodes, because you got to kind of wonder, is it going to be a just straight shot of Jiren eliminating multiple people per episode, or because we still potentially have 4 more episodes, they're not going to want to drag out a Goku versus Jiren. I mean, in my opinion, a Goku versus Jiren fight that they have to constantly animate something really epic like that, because people's expectations are so high, which I'm kind of concerned on where they're leading towards as far as, you know, meeting expectations. If they're ending Dragon Ball Super, they might be one of those people that are like, it's the end, we ain't giving y'all shit. Albert and Jack are animating those last couple episodes, and we up out of here, we're moving on, you know what I'm saying? So it could be the case, but again, I'm leaning towards they're going to slowly make it so that the final fight, again, could just be 2 people, which takes out a lot of the stress load of animating all of these people, you know, because I know a little bit about art and animation, and I know that it's a lot more taxing for people to animate multiple, you know, just tons of people on a screen at a time, many different character designs and stuff like that. So again, if they cover each episode eliminating a person, this episode eliminate 17. The following episode eliminate Vegeta. The following episode eliminate Frieza, and then you leave it for the final episode, Goku versus Jiren. Goku wins. Final episode, wish back, you know, everybody, and there, call it a day, unless they go a crazy route and allow Universe 11 to win, but I highly doubt it. So yeah, episode 127 is going to be probably a minute of the tournament. Somebody's going to get eliminated. Those are my predictions, but based on the preview, you can see that they're all going to continue trying. They're all going to try no matter what, and it's kind of not really a fair fight, because Jiren is pretty much fresh for the most part. Maybe he's taken a little bit, but for the most part, Jiren ain't really battered or anything. He's damn near ready to go as if he just started, so it's a fresh, stronger than everybody in the entire tournament fighter versus 4 fighters that one of them, Goku, is the closest to there, and if he activates that Ultra Instinct, he can take him on, and then 3 other fighters that are definitely way weaker than Jiren. Well, Vegeta, I won't say way weaker, but he's definitely weaker as well, and then 17 and Frieza are, in my opinion, way weaker than, you know, what Jiren has shown thus far. So it's kind of even, but then not at the same time. I'm kind of curious though what you guys think. For starters, speculation for 127, do you think it's just going to be 1 minute of the Tournament of Power? Who is going to be the next person eliminated? Do you think Jiren's going to just go crazy and just start eliminating them in piles? Again, there's only, you know, 4 people, but do you think that possibly 127, 2 or 3 people are going to be eliminated? It's just going to be 1 person per episode, and based on the whole 1 minute per episode thing, do you think that is essentially going to leave room for the final episode to just straight up not be in the Tournament of Power? And how's it all going to play out based on the preview? Jiren is getting serious. Like, you know, is it going to be something where it's going to be BS? Do you smell BS coming? Personally, I see Ultra Instinct Goku doing the job and all of the above. And again, what do you guys think about 17? Do you think that it is totally fine for him to be eliminated at this point because he put in work? Personally, 17 has done his job above and beyond, and this preview showcases he's going to continue doing it to the very bitter end. So kudos to 17, an absolute dominant character in the Tournament of Power. Him and Roshi, legends. Like, I never would have thought that in Dragon Ball Super, Android 17 would be a really awesome and big deal, but he is. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day.